Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. The reason my audio was silent for the first 10 seconds of this is because you may have noticed in my last video how messed up the Xbox game bar recording was. I did find a tutorial from OPCrafter32 on YouTube that actually fixes the problem by turning off my microphone for 10 seconds at the beginning of the video, which actually worked. Kind of surprising, but whatever works, works, I guess. The project I wanted to do today, this pumpkin farm and the melon farm above, I mean, this is not the best setup with this checkerboard pattern. Now, I could just fix that, and I might. But I thought it would be a good idea to maybe build a new farm. The original size of this farm, I built it. I mean, it's okay, but it could use a lot. So I was thinking I could probably build it over here. The only question with that, of course, is will the chunk be loaded if I build something over there? Now I'm thinking I probably want it to be on the same level as this. And I want to say have 6 blocks between this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then here. I'm going to have to put in so much Now I've kind of worked through the idea in my head how I want this to look. I want it to be at least 13 wide inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 14. Oops. How wide to make it is a entirely different question altogether. Now I want to have this here as kind of the stairway, like I have on this other farm here, a little bit wider. And I ran out of blocks. I've said in the past that I would like to talk about more serious things in this video. So, the thing I'd like to talk about today is a lot of people I've been talking to lately have been really concerned about money, which isn't outside of the realms of making sense, I mean. But there were a couple of passages in the Bible I thought would really help anyone who is wondering. So the first one is from Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 10. It says, "Whoever loves money never has money enough, and whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with his income. This too is meaningless." Now, if you ever read Ecclesiastes, the word meaningless comes up a lot. Don't think too much about it unless, of course, that's your thing. Then further it goes in verse 12 here. "The sleep of a laborer is sweet, whenever he eats little or much, but the abundance of a rich man permits him no sleep." Now this is written by, I believe, King Solomon, who is considered an extremely wise king. Now if you hate sleep, then I suppose you could be concerned about money, but I think most people like sleep. I'm also going to read a short excerpt here from Matthew chapter 6, starting with section 6:19 through 21. This is from the Sermon on the Mount, which is very famous sermon that Jesus did. If you want to read the whole sermon, it's Matthew chapter 5 through chapter 7. But I'll just read this section here. "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourself treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." And as well as I wanted to read verse 24 here, which makes, verse 24. "No one can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money." Now, it's been my experience that if you just trust God, you don't have a problem with money, which doesn't sound like it should work, but it does. The sun is indeed setting. I should probably sleep first. I mean, I suppose I could have ran out there, only to turn around and come back. But as I was saying, well, with this build here, I'm probably going to have this section here be the upway to other sections. I want to fill this in actually with gravel. The only question is how far go out on this side. The design I have for this, which may or may not work, is well, it's something I came up with, so that's probably why it may or may not work. I'm not an expert. But since I'm going about 13 wide here, I'm thinking maybe 13 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm really happy I found that tutorial, because otherwise I'd be probably turning off the game sound to play to do the recording. Now what I want to do here as far as the growing field goes, I do sort of, or wait, now that's going to be actually a pathway here. This here is the wall. Then our pathway. And there'll be a pathway there. This will be the wall. And here in the center, I'll have water streams. So, overall look, you're gonna have a pathway, then have a water stream going all the way along here, then melon here, and then I'll be growing onto those. Same thing on the other side. And I'm thinking by having more of a linear setup like that, it'll be a lot easier to harvest the melons that way. And then I can, of course, do multiple levels as well. I do like to keep these videos short, and I have a lot of A lot of building to do. Just one more thing on this. I was thinking about this, what I want to do here. I'll probably want to put maybe like along this edge as well as this edge. Maybe I feel like polished granite might look pretty good, or maybe even regular granite. But I have to leave that video where it is now. Hopefully the sound worked. Continued to work. And well, like I said, I have a lot of building to do to fill in that ground there. So have a good day, have a blessed day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.